Hello, CKC members. My name is Jeff Cornett, and I have the pleasure of being your Executive Director at the Canadian Kennel Club. As we head into the fall season, I thought I'd give you an update on some of the things that are happening in your club. We'll start off with the financial update. I'll give you an update on our operational success and service levels for our members. We'll talk about a new service that we're providing to our members. And I'll give you an update on where we stand with the CFIA and the commercial importation of puppies under 8 months. But before I get into all of that, I just want to say how much I have enjoyed being able to get out to the various dog shows and events since the vaccination rates have started to improve and the COVID restrictions have lifted and we've dealt with some of the operational issues internally. I've had the opportunity to get out of the office and really enjoyed getting out to the dog show. So a big thank you to the show secretaries who have hosted me, the club executives. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting so many of our amazing judges. And it's been great, really great to actually get out and meet the members. So I've had the opportunity to see many confirmation shows, both in Ontario and an opportunity to take a trip out east to New Brunswick. I've seen obedience and rally obedience. I've been to a hunt test. I've been to a working certificate event, and I've seen lure coursing as well. So I will continue to get out and experience as many of the events that I can and get out and meet as many of the members that I can. It's been an absolute pleasure. So for the updates, financial update, just very quickly, and great news here. For the 2021 budget, we had actually budgeted a deficit of $350,000. So we had forecasted to lose $350,000. That has actually turned around, and we're pleased to say that we are now forecasting a surplus for the rest of the year. The exact surplus will still be determined depending on how the event and registration data goes, but it will be somewhere in the sort of $50,000 to $200,000 surplus range. So great news on the financial front. Operationally, also good news, especially on the registration front. As you know, we started this year with a huge backlog of applications that needed processing. We were caught up by the beginning of June, and since then we've continued to improve our service levels and turn around faster and faster the registrations. Right now, if you submit a registration application on Monday through the online portal and the information is complete and accurate, we're likely going to be printing your certificate by Friday. Basically a 1-week turnaround for online registrations that are entered correctly and completely. If you mail in the application, it takes significantly more work and it takes much longer to process. And if the information is not accurate or complete, we do chase you for a little bit, and that will take a little bit of extra time as well. So great service levels on the registration side of things. Shows and trials, a little bit of a different story, just to give you a sense of the numbers. In the first half of the year, we had 149 events across Canada put on by our CKC clubs. That is 1/10 of what the normal volume is for the first half of a non-COVID year. Since then, the second half of the year, we've either already had or have scheduled to have 1,934 events. That is a record number of events for the second half of the year. So that is great news for dog owners and for all of us who want to get out to shows and participate in the events. It's really been chaotic for the staff who have basically been dealing for 15 months of cancel shows because of the COVID pandemic. And then with the opening of the COVID restrictions and warm summer months and opportunities to be outdoor, all of those events that were canceled tried to fit in for the July, August, September, October timeframe, plus all of the regular events at that busy time trying to have their shows as well. So it has been chaotic, and I apologize to all the show secretaries that have had to wait for us to approve their events. We've tried to get as much of the approvals in as possible and accommodate as many clubs as possible. I can tell you now that we have caught up on event approvals and we've caught up on all of the approval of the judging panels. We still have some work to do for getting all of the official results into the system and the titles showing up on your dogs. That will take a little bit more time, but we'll get caught up in that in the next several weeks and months. And in the meantime, please go to Canuck Dogs. You can see much more up-to-date results on Canuck Dogs. And of course, the event listings at Canuck Dogs is up-to-date and a great resource for you. So that's a quick update on our operational side of things. I do want to talk about a great new service for our members. We have now launched an educational resource in your online portal. So if you log into your portal, you'll see a new tab that says Educational Resource. And in there, you'll find all sorts of great information to help you with your breeding and event programs. Great information on dog nutrition, breeding programs, training programs, genetics, all sorts of great information. We've also partnered with Purina Pro Plan to put on great seminars for you. So if you've missed the past seminars, they were recorded and are sitting in that educational resource tab in the online portal. And our next one with Purina Pro Plan is October 28th. It's being presented by Dr. Marty Greer, who's an expert veterinarian. And I hope you'll attend that one. And if you can't attend the October 28th, you will find it in the educational resource. If there is any information that you think we should provide to our members in that educational topic, please email us at information@ck.ca with any of your great ideas. So information@ckc.ca. Send us your great ideas and we'll work to augment the library of educational resources and improve that with your ideas. I want to touch quickly on CFIA and the advocacy work we've been doing on that front. So May 15th, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency launched new rules for commercial dogs under 8 months. And it's been problematic. They've had to require for dogs coming in by plane a pre-approved quarantine program, which has been very difficult for many of our members, especially the ones that live more remotely. And they've requested a kennel of origin certificate that has to be produced by the exporting kennel in the US or around the world. Both of those have been problematic. And we have continued to have ongoing dialogue with CFIA to let them know what the problems are. We last met with them 2 weeks ago. We were brought to them recommendations on how they can improve the rules around the commercial import of dogs under 8 months. I can't get into all of the things that we recommended, but that was well received by the CFIA. I cannot guarantee that CFIA will listen to us and make the changes and improvements that we are advocating for. It is CFIA's mandate for the healthy importation of dogs and humane transportation of dogs. We support them in that mandate, but at the end of the day, it is CFIA's responsibility to make those rules, not the Canadian Kennel Club. I can guarantee you, though, that we will continue to advocate on behalf of our members with CFIA on these challenges with the CFIA rules and any other ones that come up. We've made good progress with CFIA. We'll continue to advocate, and I'll continue to give you updates as that information comes up. What else? So it's renewal season. It's the fall season. So that means the renewals are going to start to come out. The first ones we'll send out this week are the mailed renewals for those that do not have an email address on file. So those will be hitting your snail mail mailboxes over the next couple of days. We will then move in a phased approach over the next 3 weeks for online renewal processes. So thank you very much for everybody's support. I hope to look for your support for the 2022 year that's coming up, and we look forward to your membership renewals and your strong support of the Canadian Kennel Club. So I'll leave it there. Lots on the go for your club. If you need to reach the Canadian Kennel Club, information at ckc.ca. If you need to reach me, I can be reached at ed@ckc.ca. Thank you very much for your support, and I hope to see you at a dog show at some time soon in the near future.